today we're going to show you around our house and property.
This is the start of our house, where this fence starts, and we're getting a colour-bond fence like this put up because the neighbours' fence isn't fully constructed so they can get through, and sometimes they come and put plastic on our land and stuff like that. So we're getting a steel fence put up right now, but for the rest we got this coconut frond fence, which is just the leaves, dried fronds from the coconut tree, to keep the chickens out and the pigs so they don't eat our seedlings. And in the future we're going to plant bougainvillea flowers all along the side, so then you can tangle it through the fence, so when the fence eventually decomposes, there'll be a big thorny, bright, flowery bougainvillea tree, or trees, all along the fence. And this is our gate. This is a gate that was already here, and we might get the wire fixed on here as well, so then no people can get in, and then we have like a double protection thing.
So when we first came here it was all overgrown, lots of weeds. It looked a bit like that, but really thick. And we thought it would take a few machines to clear. And that was a month and a half ago. Since then there's been no machines on site, and we've just been here for 1.5 months. So this is everything that we've done, and so welcome.
And we just got this fence put up and this gate. Here we have a jackfruit tree and some banana trees and another banana tree and a little coconut tree sprouting, some logs that we use for whatever. This is where our old coconuts were, but now it's just a few left. Another coconut tree, our fence, and this is our house, which is made from amakan, which is like woven bamboo, and a tree called gymnelina, which keeps away a lot of insects and things like that, supposedly. These are our seedlings.
There's
Mangosteen, this one.
Mangosteen,
Puyat,
durian, evergreen, avocado, lanzones, aloe vera.
And then we have a little herb garden along the way. So we have 2 aloe veras that we haven't planted yet. And then we have a curry leaf,
peppermint,
chocolate peppermint, laksa, sawtooth coriander, oregano, basil, thyme, rosemary, garnura, and katuk, which is 2 different native herbs that are very cool. And then we have moringa growing wild everywhere, which is really cool because we put it in our cucumber noodles. We have a pomelo at our front door, and we just put our coconut husk on there. It's kind of like a mulch, and then these shavings, and then the coral, because this whole place is covered in coral. I think it used to be underwater. And then we have a cacao seedling and 2 citronellas to keep away mosquitoes. And we also put some plants on the house to keep away mosquitoes too. We have sacred basil, which is known as tulsi, on that side, and normally we have thyme or something here as well, but it's just we take it off to water it. We have some flowers hanging up and some tools. We have a rake and a shovel and a mattock. This is our extra space that we got because our house was a bit smaller than it was meant to be. So the extra pieces, we got this kind of desk that we can do anything on as well. And there's a mosquito net hanging there. And our general stuff like a little mirror and scissors. And then this is inside the house. So we put our yoga mats together and sleep on the floor, which we like. It's my flute, a clock, our wallet and bag, and we have a little fan which is powered by a solar panel and 2 head torches. And these windows are made from the mosquito net, and we just cut it and put it on here like this, so it keeps out all the bugs and things, like a fly screen. And we have crystals on the window and little pot plants hanging from the front, and a basil over here, and my bike. And yeah, the fan is plugged into this solar panel, which comes out, and we have it sort of covered with this Amakan extra bit from the house. But if you have a look underneath here, there's two big battery. There's one big battery right there. Can't really get the camera in there too good. And one inverter, so we can plug our phone in and our iPad and all this kind of thing. And the fan is also attached to this, and then we've got a backup little one down there. I can't really get the camera in, but it basically hooks up to the fan, and it's really awesome. It has a light on it, and it's really powerful, so it's good. Also, the cord comes up here. This is our watering can as well. And the cord comes up and plugs into this big solar panel, which is a 100-watt solar panel. And then we have a backup little one. And then this little one came with this other little fan that we had. But we're not using that anymore. And we got banana trees, a spot for our rope sandals to dry. And we have a coconut pathway all along. And which is just the husk, the coconuts that we use. We have a kaffir lime tree. We put all this stuff in our cucumber noodles. We have my bike at the moment, and we're waiting for Paris's bike to get here, so then we can just ride wherever we need to go. And this is the extra roofing that was left over, which we use to cover our coconuts sometimes. A guava tree, Paris, and then over there we have like a coconut cutting station, just a little concrete block or a coral block maybe. And a knife, so we cut our coconuts and put the husks there and everything. And our clothesline. But then up here, there's a rambutan tree covered in coconut husk. And down here is our water. So we got it connected to a river. It's like an open source river, so it just flows constantly. We did have rocks like down here that looked really nice, but the chickens and the pigs, I think, ruined it. So once our fence gets built, we'll set it back up again. But yeah, it's just constantly flowing, so there can't be any mosquitoes because it's never stagnant. And we just clean our bowls that we make cucumber noodles in, and we wash our clothes in our little laundry thing, and we clean our teeth and the neti pot and all this kind of thing. And we shower in here also. And then down here, that's really cool, we just have our toothbrushes hanging out of the coral. This is all the coral from the land that was already here, just stacked up in a big pile, and then it looks really nice. And we shave, I shave here, and stuff like that. And here we have a graviolens durian, which is a native durian. It's like a little tiny red durian, which is like the best fruit in the world. And yeah, we planted that one right here. And then over this way, which they're actually kind of like, no one has them here. They're more found in Brunei, in that area. But we happened to find one and plant it. And this is our mango tree. It has little arms to hug, so we hug that sometimes. And down here, I had my bike under this cover while the fence was getting built, so I just needed to clean that up. But down here, we have a D101 durian tree, which we planted also, and we water them all every day. And there's also, where's the calamansi?
Just there.
It's also a little calamansi tree, which is like a small lemon, like a tropical lemon, but it's more like an orange, but it's tiny, and you can squeeze it on stuff like a lemon, or you could just eat it, or you can make a really nice juice. It's kind of like orange juice, but different. Our compost pile is here with all our food scraps and dry stuff. It's not very big yet because the animals keep coming and eating it all, but once we get our fence, we'll get a good compost pile happening. Our clothesline is just tied up to 2 trees on a piece of paracord. And then we have a red prawn durian, which is another very rare Malaysian durian that we happened to find, and planted that. And oh yeah, this is our neighbours just through there. This is a little fireplace that we made in case we need to use it at some point, which we haven't yet. This is a soursop tree, or a goyabana. And then we have a pomelo tree down here. So there's 4 pomelo trees on the land, a jackfruit, a soursop, a couple of different banana trees, and we've planted papayas along the coconut pathway too, just the seeds. So hopefully they'll pop up too. This is a pomelo here. And then we also throw some watermelons down here, so hopefully the seeds will grow watermelons too. And over here we have a pili fruit, which is like a jungle olive kind of thing, which just ripens on its own, you don't need to soak it. And then it has a really nice nut inside, which is the highest fat content nut in the world, supposedly, above macadamias, and the most medicinal nut in the world, supposedly, as well. So that's pretty cool. And then we just have a bunch of banana trees over here.
And the chemdejack.
Oh, and the chemdejack. We have a chemdejack also, which is also like a Malaysian Brunei fruit, which we also found. So we're probably going to be the only people in this area that have a chemdejack or a pili fruit or a red prawn durian. So but they're all our favourite fruits. So we're going to try to grow them. And then, yeah, it will be really cool. And then our land goes down here, which we left uncut. So we just cut all the weeds and everything with a machete, but we didn't cut this because we wanted to see there's all the stacked up stuff that was here that we've cut. But we wanted to leave it to block out the neighbours a bit because they have the radio on sometimes. And yeah, the fence is kind of not there, but now we're getting a fence, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then we can we also want to leave it as a bit of a sanctuary for birds and things like that to come in. And also like a shaded natural sort of developed forest, so we can plant things that won't need as much water and stuff like that. But yeah, it just goes down here. There's a lot of moringa growing wild. And then our fence is just getting put up at the moment, which is cool. So soon this whole area will plant with all different kinds of fruits and coconuts as well. We're going to get some dwarf coconuts, which only take maybe 3 years to fruit. This is another pomelo tree. And yeah, hopefully we plan to just grow all our own fruit trees and grow our own vegetable garden as well. And with all our herbs and things like that. And just live on our own fruits and vegetable-y, herby things like that. Whew. And then we have these concrete blocks, which were here when we got here. I'm not sure what's the deal with them, but they're really cool because you can just use your yogic power and break them in half like that. And yeah, so at the moment, after we get the fence built, we're planning to possibly build like another house structure over here so that we can do our yoga on there, and also just have a bigger place to maybe put some things that we have, and to make like some maybe fermented stuff like sauerkraut, and have a storage place for that kind of thing as well. But we don't have the money right now, so in the future we might come back and build another kind of structure similar to this one, but maybe a bit bigger, just across here for all that kind of stuff. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much for watching our video. Or maybe you can show me. See you later.